shoot.
Yeah,
There we go. Okay. Time
Want to start a new game?
I guess I do. Now to go to chapter 3. I believe in this one. I don't think we get Max at all for this entire chapter.
It's just Sam?
Yeah.
I mean, that is fine by me because it just limits our options, so it's a more straightforward point and click.
Yeah, I believe this entire episode is done like a hard-boiled noir episode. Like, it's all in black and white. And, yeah, because Sam's all pissed off that someone hurt Max, he's not cracking jokes as much.
Yeah, how did the last one end? They summoned Yog-Sothoth and got...
The past, what happened in the past. Yeah, they completed the ritual, sacrificing the weird Fez man. And then, yeah, their grandparents were killed in the mole basement.
That's right.
And then when Sam came back from taking a whiz, Max was missing his brain.
That's right.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder.
So when I was doing the write-up for the Pathfinder adventure we just had,
but in mere moments,
I had trouble like, what the fuck do I call you guys? Because the entire Mongenou was there. I can't just call you the Mongenou did this. It's like the mercenaries, the group, the what?
Yeah,
the team. Based on some entitled novel by Jane Austen.
Max?
Yeah.
Little buddy?
Looks like that dragon that we slayed.
No,
Tongue out and everything.
No.
Oh. Now, one hand was not a good shadow.
What happened?
No jacket off and everything.
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know.
No sound effects for this lab.
Guarding the devil's toy box, then bam! Out went the lights.
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
okay, that's... I think, yeah, we get dynamic conversations.
It was more of a boom, really. Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bang.
Hurry it up!
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Okay.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brains?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get them.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
Just, yeah, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking flopping.
General Skunky. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current.
Oh, I was waiting for it to, like,
Yeah.
flap back.
Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries.
Then what?
Since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, though
You lie!
No, it's true. I've abandoned a life of violence and conquest for an honest, peaceful job as a sign spinner. See?
Ah, yes. So, where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Vinny and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Nice. In the corner of I came and I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't
I like
a
this.
more plugged in with bad wiring in this city.
Yeah, no, I saw a whole like retrospective on this because of the whole HD remake they did,
Mm-hmm.
and just talking about how this whole, like, this was the episode where he's like, yeah, then we just get this like complete change in tone, and it kind of makes you like, it's the first time in the Sam and Max adventures where we actually see Sam and Max being like part of the story, like their relationship. Normally it's just like they're the goofballs you play as, like
Yeah.
from the original Hit the Road and the previous ones, but now that Max has actually been endangered, Sam's kind of pissed.
Something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Also, I've never noticed that he has a beard.
He has it
or
now
he
because
has it
he's,
now?
because
Okay,
he's the
good.
hard-boiled detective, so he's got a 5 o'clock shadow.
Skip it! I was almost done helping the guy, see? When BAM! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk Ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach.
My partner had a brain once. It wasn't the best brain in the world.
I just wanted to know what
it was chemically imbalanced, but it was his. And now it's gone. Gone like hula hoops in print journalism.
What the heck are you talking about, man?
Sorry, got lost in the moment. Go on.
Like I was saying. So I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling. Yipes! Stop doing that! It ain't good for my angina. So now what?
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was giving directions to a confused tourist. Poor fella was wandering around in circles.
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Like, it's that you're not even controlling him, it's just...
Yeah, it eventually gets into that.
Okay. Oh, good.
Ah.
Swedish.
You foreign guy. What's your story?
An American police shakedown. How thrilling.
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
Dirty lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebewachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebewachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of an Ödeler Spuckenfreundl affair.
Ultra super colored what now?
Weltraumliebewachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I am mistaking the friendly rat's directions. People in this country are so intense!
So I do actually have to go back to the rat. I figured that I'd done something wrong there.
Seemed like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Okay.
Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, the poor fella was wandering around and...
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. Annoy for some people. Tramp.
You want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Nice.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding them up, really. He asked me, the schmuck deserved it, acting all high and mighty.
Hurry it up.
When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes. After the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody.
Liar!
No, honest, I came right back here. And then you showed up and started slapping me around. So now what?
Once more, with feeling.
If you insist, like you guessed, I gave the... Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acted...
What?
You know, the bad side of town, Hoboville, Flem...
Alright.
Anyway...
I want to know what the fucking monkey was. Or...
Yipes! Stop doing that! Anyway, after the fight moved... And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody. I don't mean to criticize, Sam, but the gun thing is intimidating when you keep pulling it out like that. So now what?
Yeah, I thought that I'd be able to get the green things from him,
Stick
but...
around. I may be...
I shall count the minutes.
Now, where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Ape since you... I'll never forget his final terrifying...
You're lying!
No, I'm not.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunk abandoned violence for a career as a science fiction.
Hurry it up.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems blood...
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the...
Where can I find him?
He hangs out... Don't you want to know about our baby iguana seal?
I chewed over Frankie's story like a stale piece of turkey jerky. Something about his description of the fight was confusing me.
Okay. Tell me more when it's during the fight.
Frankie, what do you know?
I like that he T-posts this when he picks him up.
Gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it, acting all hot.
What happened next?
When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked. The tourist was loaded with high
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
There we go.
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store.
There we go.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk.
That's what I thought.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice. And that's all I know. Honest.
Because he said he got something extra. I wasn't sure if that was figurative or literal.
Okay, well.
But yeah, we can come back if need be.
I'm back. Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I'll never forget his final terrified howl.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Meek with a lip flapping and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian bonobo as the general and his prey skirmished. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry.
What's that? A brain remover?
I believe it's one of the toys of power that my general has been collecting for the past 25 Krylex.
I knew that. Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the general, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss. That pitiful pop gun will never make me give up the Rhinoplasty Earth Dog.
Give me that toy.
No! Once I oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side these past...
I thought you were a sign-spinning pacifist now.
I was, but the sight of the general pummeling that stranger rekindled my hours dormant lust to conquer the galaxy at his side.
Something Frankie said about the tourist was sticking in my craw like a spoonful of peanut.
Frank! Like you guessed, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy sock.
Then what?
When the tourist was loaded with high exchange European stuff, and all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes. After the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know.
Okay, there we go.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
I don't know, it was something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So what now?
Just driving around in circles. Oh, hello there, Mr. Policeman.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
Before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings.
Then what?
I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe.
What happened next?
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pocket, leaving me empty-handed and nibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else?
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington. Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just
They're
don't.
just grabbing him by the head.
You Americans are all animals. Animals.
Finally, a clue. Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Fortunately, it didn't need to.
Oh, that's right. We have the computer.
Crimetron, do your stuff. What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue finding.
That dumb ape really thought that his life was about to take a turn for the better. But I knew that the only turns in life are the ones that take you the long way down a one-way street.
I like that he keeps going back to just spinning the sign.
Yeah.
A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian bonobo as the
Strangely gone.
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkapi was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry.
Liar!
It's right in front of your face, see?
Okay, so maybe that's not a lie. Give me that toy!
No! Once I oh, how I've come to...
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
You shamed him.
I noired him.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and my soul and joined it as I gazed into the abyss. Last time we saw the Rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was going to lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Okay, Crimetron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! We're Skunk Ape.
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always...
I was expecting an explosion in the background.
Now
It's
we're
another
finally
clue.
going to take in its
Neon sign.
dubious new educational displays with a vengeance.
Their sound design does not pack a punch at all.
Yeah, I think that's over the entirety of
Telltale
games. Yeah.
All right, Skunky, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
Laser light show
at the planetarium.
Okay.
There we go. Now we got like normal. I think we do the
Telltale trail of Grandpa's
cross-examination later.
Could Max's brain still be alive? I'll take a look around after I track down Max.
You really have to.
Not now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think just go, because after this, I think the lights get turned on. You can actually see everything.
Okay.
Oh, it actually is the planetarium.
Yeah, laser light show.
Technological might, necromancer.
Blow it out your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunky. And paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my plan to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in
The movie High Fidelity has ruined anyone saying patchouli ever again. Get your patchouli stank out of my store!
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, yes. A common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth.
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Ah, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting.
Oh.
Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur Paperweight's sorcery and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
No.
Hey, bad guys, how about a little light show? It's getting boring in here.
I'm afraid that tonight's performance of Mundane Objects in Space, A Cosmic Odyssey, has been cancelled, so that the Yeneler and I might use the
Yeneler?
projector to summon the scattered psychic toys from the four corners of the globe.
Aww. Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toy Box, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them into the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain. Hey, Skunky!
Yes?
Oh.
Yeah. Did that spook you?
No, I was just like, oh, okay. It was a weird. He's actually gonna walk over to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. If only you knew how long. It has been but a handful of Earth hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the penal zone. However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone, I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
Ah, that would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell. What are you two scamps doing with the devil's toy box?
We're tapping the nigh infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and...
Don't care.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
Nope, I skipped it.
But if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away. Now that you and Fezhead have stopped fighting, could you tell me how my brain ended up outside my sexy little body?
I took it from you after I was suddenly ejected from the
Oh,
penal
yeah,
zone.
didn't finish talking about the other.
Oh, the other anime.
So, a prince that's very intelligent but lazy as fuck, and his father is currently ill, so he has to run the country, and he just wants to basically make the country prosperous enough that someone wants to buy it, so he can quit being a prince and just go off.
Yeah.
And so, anytime that he's not dealing with something formally, he's just like, I want to leave. I hate this. And he's such a little bitch boy about it. And then they go off and they actually have to, like, fight a war, and he's like, okay, we need to fight this just good enough to where my men think that I'm trying, and we don't lose our lives.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I do that? And then it's like, oh shit, we're winning. Oh fuck, we're winning. What do we do? And then once they win the war, they like, they're like, okay, we need to push our advantage. And he's like, no,
keep the momentum going.
I don't wanna. And he's like, I have it. I have the perfect idea. I'll propose something so absurd that none of my generals will agree to it.
Yeah.
Their gold mine that they just took. We should take it over. I have. It's a bit brazen of me, but I think that we can do it. And all the generals are like, oh, sire, I didn't know you were.
What are you planning to do with my brain once this whole
Knew us so well. Our desires for the future that we've always wanted to steal their gold mine. He's like, what? No, no, and they're all praising him, and like in his mind, he's like, no, and it keeps working out for him.
Yeah.
But it's very entertaining. The battles are formulated, but not completely shown, so it's good. Like, you don't have to, like, see, like, oh, like, the animation's so crappy when they're fighting. Like, it's like, no, they just kind of, like, show a strategic view and, like, how it works out, and then with comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really entertaining thing, and both of them are really close to being the same kind of anime. That's I'm enjoying them, even though they're both kind of dumb. Well, they're both very smart with what they're doing, but it's
Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young people to the museum.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes.
takes a while to gain control again.
Yeah.
Hey you, Fez guy.
What? Okay.
What is it? What is it?
Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Yeah, don't even think of such a thing.
Why are you and that big dumb ape Skunk Ape working together?
General Skunkapi and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your
100% a character name that I would make.
Skunkapi.
Yeah.
Just hope his brain-dead minions can
Just
dispose
waiting
of
for
your
one of you to get it. It's the
Yeah.
Mulder and Scully thing.
Yeah.
It's
employees.
so... Wait, did you really name...
Mumbo Jumbo guy, so
It's
maybe
not
you
he.
can tell me, what's the
It's
deal
fucking
with
Bob's
having psychic
character.
powers all of a sudden?
High Con spelled backwards.
The change.
It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press kit.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts. You try and stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever?
Why should I give a hell-beast's hangnail about the fate of Summit's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that.
So I need to give him a reason eventually.
Corporal Butt Cheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding a rewind.
Don't care.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain.
I love that that's happened every time I skip something, and I don't think it's supposed to.
Yeah.
How come you haven't aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend, and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
My Thetan level's not high enough.
Yeah,
What are you
you're
doing
not.
in this too-big museum anyway?
Come on. I haven't paid enough money to the Church of Scientology.
Yeah.
The archaeological community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen.
I have a weird fantasy that that is just
Nerd.
what was his name that created that?
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, Hubbard. That he didn't mean to,
Mm-hmm.
and that he people just took some of his writings too seriously, and that if he was a
These two goofs are about as entertaining as public radio.
if he were alive to see what it's become, would just go, oh fuck, they're just not in on the joke.
Yeah.
They it was supposed to be a criticism of religion.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It was just a tax scam. That's all it was ever meant to be.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
Hey, you.
Ooh, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with
Yep,
Freelance
giant
Police.
cockroach security guard.
Named
I know a
Sal.
lot about
Yep.
you guys. A lot.
Voiced by a
security guy.
Patrick
You must be
Warburton
looking into all the
impersonator.
shenanigans going on around here
Yeah.
tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. Right now, you got to do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato. If it's not up
Potato,
and moving in the next
potato.
few minutes, I'm tossing that
Ciabatta.
smell of the cuts and beans.
Incinerator? Yeesh. That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. Inexplicable object of unknown provenance. Hey, it's a moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way.
I think in the first series you talk to the Moai heads, and yeah, they're all people.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yogg-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Stupid. His tentacles are hanging out of his gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side. Tapestry of Yogg-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dank Dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yogg-Sothoth. He doesn't look so
I
tough.
still can't believe that Dank became a
Museum of Naturally Natural History guided tour. An audio
called?
attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays.
Not a slur, but a
office.
Oh my god, my brain is dumb right now.
It is the end of the night.
Yeah.
It says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking.
Slang. Became slang or something that was
There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy
tasty or smelled good. Just because I always think of dank as like a dank, smelly cave. Like it's. But then like, oh, but like it's moist and like flavorful. It's like no. That doesn't.
I mean, I don't ever hear it outside of like
pungent. Dank weed was the bigger one.
I've arrived at the world famous
Yeah, it was always that dank push.
Yeah.
And that's still
not entirely wrong.
Yeah, because it is that pungent smell.
Yeah. But it's not moist.
Yeah.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until I find Sam.
Apparently that wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
It's only one way to have stupid players, and that's to have stupider enemies.
I didn't notice the stupid unicorn horn on the dragon.
Demon broth. I'd better find a way to get Max's body moving before Sal chucks it into an incinerator. The end of the world is predicted by top apocalypsologists. Some say the world will end in fire, some in ice, but it takes a truly advanced mind to envision an apocalypse that revolves around a many-eyed, many-horned, walking purple people.
Nice. For the one-eyed, one-horned,
The final
but...
stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay.
That's just gonna do that, okay.
Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Is there anything I can do with that?
Eventually, I'm assuming. Yeah, let me know if you want me to just tell you where you can start looking for things.
Somehow I doubt they're gonna lure in the jaded thugs of today with laser light shows. Not enough de-spinings to hold a young person's attention. That's interesting.
Okay.
Holyoke, Massachusetts. If I remember my field guide for otherworldly incursions correctly, that tentacle's a flagellum from the dark dimension.
That's something. Can I not go? Okay.
Be able to go back. Yeah.
Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here. Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now. If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style. I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap. It's dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear. The seven-sided pyramid of Hikaba was the crowning glory of Kestim Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design.
Yep.
This decorative urn contains the preserved brain of the forgotten pharaoh, an obscure and unknown pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Little is known of this pharaoh's brief reign, aside from a few unflattering sculptures
I want
and a
to take
smattering of
this.
bad poems. The anonymous pharaoh's reign came to a sudden end when a band of rebels succeeded in fomenting a populist uprising. Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains. Desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager. It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
Okay. That's something. Now, can I put it in Max? Or do I actually have to just replace the brains so that way they don't know that Max is gone?
Toxicodendron pale. It's hard to believe something that pretty could be so annoying.
You could just put it right in Max.
Okay. I mean, that's what I was gonna go try.
Yeah.
Find a way to get Max's body moving before Sal Chuck. Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torments of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of Anubis!
No, but I get that a lot. I'm sorry.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
So I have... Yeah, I have Max back, okay.
Yeah.
Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. My name is Anton Paperweight, and I'll be your narrator on this self-guided tour today. To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
I don't know what that's supposed to do.
That won't work.
The arrow of power. But where's the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
We haven't found him yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm front to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical
What?
scamp.
That? Oh, what?
Yeah, no, you can't be Yog-Sothoth.
Oh, transform. Forgot how to play. Is that button 3? No, that is not button 3. That's button 4.
Is it still? Yeah, it maintains it.
Okay.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Are you actually controlling?
I'm looking left and right.
Okay, but you don't get any sort of targeting reticle. Okay.
Am I actually flying up and down a little?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're on a set path.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, want me to start telling you? Just because it's
Yep.
late.
Yep.
Go over to the Yogg-Sagoth tapestry. As Sam, yeah.
Do I need to pull the sword again, or just
use? No. Yeah, switch to 7 Mac mode and use Rhinoplasty on Hindenburg. Transform into it, then move over towards the tapestry so you can shoot the Zeppelin and destroy the tapestry.
Okay.
Oh, do you use your gun?
Yeah. I'm gonna.
I'd run out of ammo before I did any serious damage, or wacky damage for that matter.
So I just need to time this. Fucking wrong button. Doesn't help that, yeah, I just have to cycle through.
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason. Oh, the subhumanity.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner! Shh!
Who is making all that inferno racket?
Tyrone.
Yogg-Sagoth! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Uncape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yogg-Sagoth tapestry!
Oh, really? Ahila! Yes, sir. Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court.
Okay. So back to Sam.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here.
I think you need to go back to the phone book. And have,
Yeah, do the...
Yeah, have him learn the numbers so now you can teleport.
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
Probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
You know, we do have incredible psychic powers at our disposal.
Okay, now we can use that.
The office.
Mm-hmm.
So why try to get into the office or
Past the tentacles?
Past the tentacles when you can go around them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's pattern is a lot less...
Violent?
Multisyllabic.
I was about to say that, like, they're the same character, but...
Yeah, but one's more refined.
Yeah.
This office could use a little tidying.
One's read a dictionary.
Firm raising. 4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. One pretty good chili recipe. This office could use a little tidying up. Looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club. Looks like Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you have perspective and vanishing points in your time.
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And shut up!
Gets to do.
Yep.
There's one more thing. Hold on.
Paperweight's phone.
We
Was that the thing that it was targeting?
Sal shouldn't stand in one place all night. A little tour around the museum would keep his metathor. Paperweight's phone. We've got his number.
we certainly do.
Thought that I could target. No, it is the phone. Okay.
Yeah. You want to use the Rhinoplasty on the city drawing.
Trying to remember which one was which.
Mm-hmm. What? Them being labeled as numbers?
Doesn't help me.
Isn't intuitive? And then we need to use the teleporter to get out of here. Teleport to the info desk.
Come on. Yeah, controls. Not the greatest.
Let's go back to the info desk. Everyone have Salmon Mac transform into the city.
That minion by the door is almost weird enough to look like a museum exhibit.
I thought that I'd put it here. But...
Think?
And then...
Next up is good.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis! Why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth.
City. Walk over to Sal, the security guard, and use the headset on him. Tour guide headset.
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where? I didn't see nothing, which is a good thing since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Then use the hourglass in front of the apocalypse exhibit.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
Okay, so I'm gonna need to hit a button once this is the other side, put Max up there, and then... Can I skip this? You're gonna have to watch this entire fucking thing again. Okay.
It's quicker.
Slightly quicker.
Then use the hourglass in front of the apocalypse. Next, talk to the ape guarding the front door, and you'll get him and Sam Mac fighting.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying creep? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Alright, now use the tour controller.
Oh, I know.
You walk too far.
Hey, guard guy.
I'm curious. Oh, this is
And then
too...
hit number 4.
That apocalypse beast is a fright. I feel sorry for...
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
Okay.
Let's see. Ah, there it is.
Let's see.
Boss? Well, if you don't have it...
Oh. I have to keep doing it? Okay.
Yeah. You try to find it, yeah.
Please make your way.
Beast is... Ah, there it is.
And then you press number 9.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
Okay.
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
Yeah. I like the Pharaoh better than
Very much appreciate it if your
Max.
Max would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
Okay. I didn't hit anything, that just happened.
Yeah. Because we now have hit 2 events.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odiferous banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it.
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these 2 losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea.
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy.
Mm-hmm. I'm now ready for the pee.
I kept telling you, it's my mouth, but you didn't listen.
I usually don't.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
The toy box! It's mine again!
The box!
Sam? You didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
By hammer of Patar, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Anubis, reality itself will kneel before Samunmak.
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
Oh no! Samuma. Saruma.
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar.
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Samunmak is handsome. Samunmak is cute.
When we think of Samunmak, we give a big salute.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Aglets? Yes, aglets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it.
Snap out of what?
Ah, just get me out of here. I gotta find my body.
I think I remember seeing you play this part.
Me?
Yeah.
When?
Years ago, I think you were playing...
We never played this.
No, I came over, like, before we started filming and you were playing. Because I remember, like, the...
But if their
Yeah.
loan rates are as stingy as their toppings, then sign me up.
And I think I asked you, like, is the game good?
Okay.
Impressively grandiose monument to Salmon Mac the Great, erected by his gratefully besotted subjects, October 10th, 1791. Oh, no, I know that's wrong, Sam. Bosco's was standing here right up until this morning.
Bosco never existed, little buddy. Neither did Mama Bosco. Hey, Stinky.
How's it shaking?
Oh joy, it's Chico and the man. Can we just cut to the chase? I've got important Salmon Mac business to attend to.
Grandpa Stinky's looking relatively upbeat today.
Insufferable, isn't it? Ever since he got that medallion of tithing, he's been running around like his broccoli doesn't smell.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Come on, guys, grow some basal ganglia.
Lord Salmon Mac sure is swell, isn't he?
I know, and so powerful. Oh, and wealthy, and powerful.
You said powerful twice.
What can I say? I like power.
What are you doing out here?
What does it look like? I'm helping Grandpa Stinky load another metric barge load of corn dogs to Lord Salmon Mac's never-ending buffet table over at the planetarium.
That's funny. It looks like you're texting your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Who said I had a boyfriend? I'm saving myself for Lord Salmon Mac.
Isn't he like, 10?
Now, but in a few years.
Who are you texting?
Did you see the,
handling all the logistics of the buffet.
Ethics professors.
Yes.
Yes.
Do all the heavy lifting.
He insisted.
No, I didn't.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
Hate it.
You look,
It's been great.
Oh, that body-snatching pharaoh even bamboozled the Stinkies? What good is bitter narcissism if it can't protect you from mind control?
Lord Salmon Mac sure loves his corn dogs. Stinky!
What do you want, you shiftless, tab-running losers? Can't you see I'm doing the Lord's work here?
This will only take a minute.
That's what you always say before you drag me into your little schemes.
How are you and girl Stinky getting along?
Why don't you go ask her yourself? It's not as though she's doing anything else right now. She just spends all her time texting people, never lifting a finger to help her poor old grandpa.
It's nice to see your familial bonds are as strong as ever in this cruddy new world.
What in the name of so big scrotum is he on about?
Beats me. I think he's just having one of his episodes. You look different today, Stinky.
Do you think?
It's the glazed-over mask of idolatry, Sam.
No, it's that.
Ooh, snazzy. Did you get that at the Ren Fair?
Ren Fair. This is the medallion of tithing, given to me by Lord Salmon Mac for offering him a one-of-a-kind gift that was most pleasing to his omniscient eye.
What'd you give him?
Some yak hair pants. They were the only ones in the world.
I'm jealous.
You should be. If I can scrape up a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be sitting at the right hand of Lord Salmon Mac himself.
The entire time I thought it was a girl.
Hey, you've got an unholy knack with meats and organs. Any chance you can whip up a body for Max?
Well, I have been noodling with a recipe for a golem made of
God
hummus.
damn it.
Ugh, no!
Never mind.
Shoot yourself.
See, you brought out your catering truck for another delivery to our magnet.
Don't care.
Aye, Lord Salmon Mac can't get enough of my special
You
corn
want to start
dogs.
getting directions again?
Not yet.
Down you!
Besides, Max, you don't even have a mouth or a digestive system. What would you want with a corn dog? Well, you look...
Notice that, did you?
So we'll...
What? No.
We're between cases. Stinkies, maker of...
Of course they're his favorites. He's...
Okay, so I can't go inside.
No.
Well, that was an interesting shortcut.
Yeah.
Look, these grotty little mole people have made a primitive mosaic of Lord Salmon Mac.
That's me, Sam!
I think it's cute that you maintain such a positive self-image, Max. Hey, mole cultists, how's it going?
Okay. Please don't snarl at us again.
Why would I do that? I've got Max's brain back, and everything's right with the world.
Right.
Lord Salmon Mac sure is nifty, isn't he?
Yeah, wonderful guy.
He's a peach, all right. I can't imagine why anyone would ever rebel against him. No, sir.
No, yeah, the sound effects. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm asking you gals, but do you know anything about making bodies for disembodied brains? Max here is getting really antsy without one.
The brain without a head!
Deliverance is at hand!
A simple no would be sufficient. What are you guys up to on this fine Salmon Mac created day? Something mole-manny, I bet?
Oh, nothing, really.
We were guarding something, but it's gone now, and we couldn't be happier.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember something about that. What was that again?
Nothing important.
Certainly not a toy box of unspeakable reality-altering power or anything.
Okay.
Let's see if they actually do it.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
That's an unusual salute you got there.
What? No, it isn't.
Hang loose, guys.
Yes, hail him.
Okay, now I will accept.
Directions.
Yes.
Head to the car.
Okay.
You gotta go back to the museum. Actually, wait.
Max.
Oh, never mind.
Beware.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Hold on, Sam. I think I'm getting a call from a new psychic friend.
Well played, Max. Sam must suspect nothing. Only you can untangle the twisted reality woven by Salmon Mac.
Me? Oh, there's a great plan. What am I gonna do, leak all over him?
Make contact with the rebels. They will give you the tools you need.
I don't see any rebels.
You will know them by their backhanded salute. Now, I must leave before I am discovered. Good luck, Max. We're all counting on you.
Who are you, anyway?
You may call me Dr. Norrington.
So, what now, little buddy?
What about, oh, I don't know, getting my body back?
I keep telling you, Max, you've never had a body.
All right, fine. Let's go find someone with a backhanded salute.
What for?
For the thrill of it.
Okay, now you're back
Yep.
to the mold.
It looks like something's...
Yeah, the devil.
You mean salmon... Hey, mole guys.
What can we do?
Salmon Mac is handsome.
When we think of that... Hey, you gave a backhanded salute. Are you a rebel?
Rebels, where?
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
That should keep him busy for the next few hours. So are you a rebel or not?
We're much more than mere rebels.
Oh no.
To defeat Salmon Mac, you will need a weapon that our rebel forefathers originally used to separate his tyrannical brain from his spoiled body back in ancient Egypt.
Cable television?
No, we speak of the brain screw.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Bring the sacred weapon close to Salmon Mac, and we'll take care of the rest.
Bring the brain screw to Salmon Mac. Easy peasy.
I fear it will be neither easy nor peasy.
Fear not.
I wasn't.
We have obtained several tools to help you in your quest.
My psychic toys! I've missed you boys.
just throw them in
Sacrifice your dignity and 401k to steal these infernal amusements out from under Salmon Mac's all-seeing gaze. Use them wisely.
Wisely. That's adorable. Hey, Sam! Giddy up!
Rebel submission is tough on the knees.
That's nice. Hey, I got us a case.
Really?
Yeah! The case of Salmon Mac's missing brain screw.
Ooh, sounds pointy and dangerous.
It better be, or you better get used to carrying me around.
I've been carrying you for years. Well, if Salmon Mac's missing his brain screw, we'd better bring it back to him. He's probably in the throne room at the museum.
You checking if I have it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So go back up to the surface.
I'm assuming go to the car.
Not just yet.
Oh, something.
We can skip a.
Do I become corn dogs?
No. Use the Rhinoplasty to copy the credit card to the left.
Credit card.
Look, yeah, look over to the left. There.
Let me help you out with that, little buddy.
Don't mind if you do.
There. Now we have that. So now you go back to the car and go to the museum.
Oh yeah, I could just use the future
Better
glasses.
go to the museum to give Lord Salmon Mac.
Yeah, here we're going.
Hail, Salmon Mac.
Hail, Salmon Mac.
Where would you like to go today, Sam?
Perhaps you'd like to give a gift to Lord Salmon Mac.
Or maybe make a visit to Salmon Mac's planetarium throne room to bask in his glory.
Or maybe you'd just like to cruise around the city, taking in the wonders.
Okay, enough of that.
Swell, guys. But I think I'll let...
You know who could...
Yeah, museum.
Okay, let's have a nice firm chat with this body-stealing crock muncher.
That's no way to talk about our divine leader, Max.
Oh, good grief.
Kick him in the scarabs.
Do it! Do it!
Ooh!
General Skunkape. You are truly our fiercest and smelliest warrior.
I live for your praise, my liege.
You know, I enjoy a good pummeling as much as the next brain in a jar, but that seemed really unfair.
It may seem unfair, little buddy, but it's the only way those stinking rebels will learn to accept Sam and Mac's righteous rule.
You're creepy when you're sycophantic, Sam.
Let's see.
In 1999, the Wedgeco Electric Company paid $15 million to purchase the naming rights of this constellation, now forever known as the Wedgeco Flying Toaster.
What is that?
It's a Wedgeco toaster, Your Omnipotence.
A toaster? Greetings, everyone! This is Sam Mac, the Divine, speaking. From this day forward, toasters are the most exalted things in all the universe, ranking just below yours truly on the awesome meter. Just thought you should know.
If I had one of those, I could give it to Sam and Mac.
Gotcha. Is that not? Can I not?
Oh, you're using the joystick to look, not the shoulder buttons to cycle.
Right. There we go. Okay, big fan.
Joystick, toaster, and Parampia. Pramyopia?
Don't know. We'll find out.
It's a pram.
Okay.
In days of yore,
Woo! Vizier!
It's a pram, my liege.
A prat! Attention,
Okay, so you want to go to the left side.
Do I need to do something with this first?
Absolutely nothing right now.
Well, I figure I can do it now.
At this point, I believe you're going to want to set it to the toaster.
Okay. Then we just skip all of this dialogue. Oh, I'm actually looking to...
Inner circle members only. I don't think we're supposed...
That doesn't apply. Stop.
Aw.
And how to snip?
The same way as everyone else, by earning accessories of privilege.
I like the face.
How can I get these accessories?
Just do exceptionally good deeds on someone Mac's behalf, like I did. Now, scat.
That wasn't very nice. It won't stop me from returning Lord Sam and Mac's brain screw. I just need to rustle up some accessory thingies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So we go over here. Use
What a spread!
Use the Rhinoplasty to turn Max into a credit card. And then use it on the pyramid of corn dogs.
You know, maybe it's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right now.
A mite peckish? Have you been watching British TV again?
I can't help it. The short seasons appeal to my limited attention span.
What's that?
That is Lord Samonek's magnificent pyramid of corn dogs, a meticulously balanced marble of nearly 340 stinky brand corn dogs. Don't you natives know anything about your own country?
All right, Egypt boy, you can steal my silky fur and my charming cartilage, but you'll never take away my snack time indulgences. In the name of the sweet, the salty, and the cheap yellow mustard, I hereby liberate these corn dogs!
What is that?
It's a credit card, my liege.
A credit card, Very well. Listen up, everyone. This is Samunak. Forget what we said before. From now on, credit cards are a scourge upon the land and our least favorite thing ever. So, if you see a credit card, rip it to shreds.
What did I miss?
I think you just single-handedly destroyed the foundations of the U.S. economy over a pile of corn dogs.
What, again?
Okay, and now we can go back to the car. And we gotta go back to where we found the rat, Frankie the rat. And before we talk to him... go over to where that picture of the toaster is and use the rhinoplasty on that.
It costs 4 lots.
Right in the Labanza.
Here we go. And so now we got that for later.
Frankie.
Ah, jeez.
Beat it, coppers.
Yeah, let us face our cousin in peace. Do my not ears deceive me, or are those rats mouthing off to us?
I believe they are, Max.
Shall we make a lesson of them?
I believe we shall. Now, be nice while we talk to your cousin. That's some sweet Salmon Mac themed bling you got there.
Bling? Do people still say that?
And not just any bling. This here's a genuine pendant of Inquisition, given to me by Lord Samu Mac after I personally checked the 160,000 orifices of 20,000 guests at the security checkpoint of His Majesty's summer soiree.
Classy.
Tell me we're not going to do that.
What sort of low-rent criminal shenanigans are you and your kin perpetrating out here?
And please keep in mind that I can see the future, so I'll know if we'll be slapping you around for lying to us later on.
Hey, there's nothing illegal going on here, honest. Me and my cousins were just engaging in a little friendly wagering over Samu Mac's, gladiatorial bouts.
Really?
Yeah. Of course we don't actually bet on who wins or loses. That Skunkape gorilla's impossible to beat. So we bet on what the general's finishing move's gonna be.
Finishing move? How 90s?
When General Skunkape finishes off an opponent, he'll use one of his 6 signature moves to do the deed. Before each fight, we make bets on which one it's gonna be.
Fascinating.
No, it's not.
Humor the little rat guy, Max. Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I go? I feel a hot streak coming on.
Whew, that's brutal.
Gotta love the way the general uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
Skunkape, you joke! Why didn't you girly slap him? Come on!
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing.
Yeah!
Mind if I lay down a bet?
You, a freelance cop, gambling on the street like a common rat? Hey, cop!
What?
What? The high and mighty freelance policeman wants to make a...
Bring him on!
More money for us!
So, which move do you think Skunkape will use next?
So, yeah, not a simian. And didn't use the girly slap.
I'll put down 20 on the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
Sam, since when do you have any cash? And,
And it was with his hands.
Hey,
oh,
since
right.
Sam and Mac kicked us out of our office, we've been
Wasn't a simian.
by living out of the DeSoto.
Wasn't a girly
Your
slap.
damn
Was
business.
with his hands.
touche.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
Let's see. How's about the Simian Sucker Punch?
20 big ones on the simian sucker punch.
Nice bets, guys. But I'll be raking it in with my 20 smackers on the Gorilla Girly Slap. But first, I gotta get some cash. Uh-oh.
Credit card?
Lord Sam of Mac hates credit cards.
Pulverize it!
Now, guys...
Don't you want in on that?
They look like they've got it under control.
No! Now what'll I bet?
How about that funky pendant of yours?
A pendant of Inquisition? But it was a gift from Samuel Mack himself. An accessory, what do you call it? Privilege.
But if you win, you'll have that and $60.
Hey, good point. I'm in.
Stupid.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Skunkape circles the ring. The challenger runs for his life. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it? Yes, it's the Space Ape Kidney Punch. And the crowd goes wild.
Skunkape, you joke! Why didn't you girly slap him?
Gotta love the way the general uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time. Come to Papa!
No!
Hey, what about the cash?
This accessory of privilege is all we need to get closer to the glory of Salmon Mac.
Works for us.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Preparations are being made. Gather more accessories of privilege so that Sam can get next to Salmon Mac.
Yeah.
No problem.
And don't forget to bring the brain screw.
Yeah. Sheesh, what a nag.
Who are you talking to, Max?
An imaginary friend. I call him Floyd J. Dalrymple.
You and your wacky psychic powers.
I don't get that joke.
Silly voice, silly name. I don't think there was more to it than that.
Yeah, hail.
Alright, so head back
Get
to
Paul.
the... Nope.
No?
Museum.
You sure you don't turn in the toaster to the gift vault?
Mm-mm. Now we go back to the corn dogs.
Huh?
Turn into a toaster and attack the corn dogs again. Make them hate toasters.
Oh. I thought it was going to be that we have toasters, so we gift the toaster and we get...
Transform a toaster. Get the Pharaoh to banish all toasters from existence. Yeah. So first get them to banish them.
For the love of Salmon Mac, don't say it.
Toasty.
I bet Salmon Mac would love to get his hands on you, since he's a big toaster freak these days.
Ick.
I bet everyone else is getting toasters for him, too. Salmon Mac sure does love his corn dogs.
You may have my body, you phony pharaoh, but all your corn dogs are belong to Max. Hey, Pharaoh face, look at me! I'm dancing on the grave of your hopes and dreams.
What is
Forget everything I said before, yada 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 yada.
Attention, everyone! Forget what we said before. From now on, toasters are officially the most horrid, beastly things in the whole world.
Wow, that means every toaster in the world is now utterly and irrevocable.
But where does that leave toaster pastry?
Room temperature, little buddy. Room temperature.
Now we go to the gift thing and...
Well, not the gift, the console. Hit the toaster button to make them like toasters again.
Oh, because everything is destroyed.
All toaster destroyed. He likes toasters
hit the wrong
now.
button.
Oh, whatever.
Fudgy Paps.
And now you can turn Max into a toaster, having the only toaster in all of the world.
Okay. Do I go to the gift exchange thing with him?
Now, yeah. Here's the toaster's favorite thing. Now that you have the unique item, go to the gift depot and present Sal with your present of a toaster. Make sure to first turn Max into a toaster before talking to him.
Yeah.
Sal.
Sam.
I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
Oh, yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kind of picky.
What you got?
Is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord Salmon Mac's gonna love this. Wedgecoat toasters are his favorite things in the world.
So I've heard.
They've been so scarce since the purging. Where'd you find this one?
I made it. It's amazing what you can do with a glue gun, some pipe cleaners, and a little imagination.
Amazing. Well, I'll just stash this bad boy in the vault.
Sam, in gratitude for your truly one-of-a-kind offering, Lord Salmon Mac has ordered me to present you with one of his accessories of privilege. The Medallion of Superlative Tidings.
I don't know what to say.
Gratitude would be appropriate beyond.
Thank you, Salmon Mac. Hey, you're back, little brain buddy. Wait a sec. If you're here, what about...
Don't overthink it, Sam.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Our agents are almost in place. Obtain another accessory of privilege so that Sam may get close to the Pharaoh.
I'm all over it.
Okay, and then there should be an image of a... Let's see. Use the Rhinoplasty to take an image of the storm cloud from the newspaper stand.
Okay.
Oh, that thing. Okay. And now we go back to Stinky.
Hey, Sam!
No.
What is it, man?
Don't care.
Let's get a move.
We'll...
Yeah, unfortunately, we're rushing a bit just because it's late.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to get through it. But just pretend we're hearing all the funny stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
See you, Stinky.
Look at me, Sam. I'm a low-pressure system. I'm like a cushy government job, but with thunder.
Are you precipitating?
Sure. Precipitating. That's it.
Alright, yeah.
The weather's turning. I can feel it.
I'm going to talk to Grandpa Stinky and get him to kneel.
Because he feels it in his bones.
Yeah.
Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
My poor knees.
Blasphemer.
Heretic alert! Heretic alert! Heretic alert!
I'm not a heretic, you blithering Egypt. Got bad knees.
Tell it to the pit of contrition, punk.
No! I love Lord Salmon Mac.
Sam and Max, in recognition of the great service you've done to your Lord and Master, I have been instructed by Salmon Mac himself to reward you with one of his accessories of privilege.
The
ornament of fealty.
This has to be... This take place last as our games. Like, point and clicks are just the best of the...
Yeah.
But it really does take away from the enjoyment of it.
Hoagie on our next visit?
Because
A little bit.
But maybe that's just also point and clicks are always, you can't truly... no. When we played the unofficial Day of the Tentacle Part 2, that was a blast.
Yeah.
All of the comedy in that hit.
So the writing in this is great. Like I think we get a lot of bust up laughing parts, but it's the gameplay that's down because they rely so heavily on the gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the fact that I'm using the Rhinoplasty for everything.
Yes.
Mila Jovovich is really a ninja, Max.
Is this something I'm supposed to... No, you can't go down there. Okay.
People are blocking you, then use brain screw.
This should be fun.
Stop! Who dares trespass into the inner circle of the Lord High Samun Mac?
I dare, Grand Vizier Pepperpot.
And we've got the bling of whatever to
Oh,
prove it.
he's still slap.
It appears they'll give out accessories of privilege to anyone these days. Very well. Let it be written that Sam and Max, freelance police, have been granted entry into the inner circle of the Lord High Samun Mac, maker of worlds and breather of life. Welcome, Sam and Max. Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
Almost mighty and glorious Lord Salmon Max, I have something you might be interested in.
Semper Tyrannis!
Hey now, Missy, be careful with that thing.
Sam, no!
You furry fool! Well done, my wet-nosed and faithful servant. Now, finish off this wretched assassin.
Isn't that a little harsh? How about we just slap her with a fine or revoke her internet privileges for a few days?
Kill her!
Come on, Sam, don't be a jerk.
I'm sorry, my liege. I can't do it.
What? Ha! Paperweight? How could you let her escape?
Oh, I am so very sorry, Your Perfectness.
And you have disappointed us for the first and only time, Sam. Into the pit of contrition with you!
Yes, your awesomeness.
Yes, I shall enjoy this.
Let the divine punishment begin!
I've waited a lifetime for this, Earth cur.
We only imprisoned you in the penal zone a couple of hours ago.
Yes, but due to the temporal differences between this dimension and the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and fight.
Yes, your gloriousness.
Yes, your wonderfulness.
Let us see what you've got.
Hey, Skunky!
What? Just stand there like a drooling who-man? Hit me!
Oh, very amusing.
A child could have seen that move coming.
Max, little help here? I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Looks like you're gonna...
That's very, comforting.
Oh, I just hit that button.
Still standing? I'm impressed.
If this is all it takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister. Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
What are you talking about?
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie.
Ah, my eyes. Oh. A worthy attempt, Sam, but your feeble blows cannot topple me!
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
Paperweight broke your heart when he broke the alliance, didn't he?
Okay, now...
After that, I have to make him slam his thing on the floor so it gets stuck, I'm assuming.
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
No?
I'll just tell you. Because you were supposed to use the future vision on multiple people to get the right order.
Okay.
Now, Sam.
So start with the age taunt.
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
I've been wondering. What? Can you get free space gas with your AARP card?
Clumsy off. Do you know how much that equipment costs?
Now use the Mole Man taunt.
Hey, Skunky! What? So, the mole men giving you a good fight?
Don't be ridiculous. Those dreary little mole men barely get my pulse racing. It's all I can do not to double over laughing when I see them running around the arena.
Hey! Liberté!
Gotcha.
Yeah.
With Mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
La la la. So cool.
Hey, Skunky! What? It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
What are you talking about?
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't...
That's a lot.
Ah! My eyes!
Hi-ya!
Oh! Ow!
Finish him!
I have had enough of you!
I knew you could do it, Sam. Even though I may have secretly placed some side bets against you.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Must we do everything around here? If you will not submit to our champion, then we will personally have the pleasure of scraping you from the papyrus of reality.
Try not to ruin my face, Sam.
I don't think we haven't noticed you meddling with our stolen toys.
Ah, croco dung.
Now, insect, strike me if you can.
I can't, your gloriousness.
That's more like it.
You want me to just tell you?
Yep.
Click Max.
Max, give me a hand here.
But I don't have any hands, Sam. Or magic toys.
When has that stopped you before?
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do.
And then tell him to kneel.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
Oh, and then I'm gonna do the salute, and it's gonna hit him 'cause
Yep.
it's an uppercut.
Kneeling won't save you now, traitor.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big
Nice.
Oh, I'll never be a Grand Vizier now.
Yay.
Ooh, have I got a headache? Hey, did I just miss out on one of those reality makeover capers?
Yep, you were pretty much useless through the whole thing. Don't worry, though. I saved the day all by myself. Even though I had my hands, legs, and all my internal organs tied behind my back.
I like that his head, like...
The brain is animated to, like, inflect emotions.
Yeah, but it's also half the time it is the eyebrow, so it's one arch up.
Yeah.
There you are, Max. Good as, new.
Ooh, it's tight in here. All that demon broth must have fattened up my brain.
We'll get you on a steady diet of brain-shrinking reality shows tomorrow. Now, let's stow this troublemaking toy box someplace safe before another delusional jerkwad gets his hands on it.
Aside from me, you mean?
Sam is coming! Sam is coming! Sam is coming!
You don't have to repeat yourself.
And besides, I'm right here.
Actually...
This is just like that dream I had last night. I wonder if he studied for his finals.
Why don't you ask them?
Max?
Yes?
Shouldn't I be waking up about now?
Shouldn't I be waking up now? A good question from a good dog, and one that you are no doubt asking yourself even now, along with who is the ominous Dr. Norrington? How did Monsieur Papier-Weight survive for over a century? And what is the dealio with all those naked Sams? We'll have answers of a sort to these questions.
There's only one
in
more
our
episode
next
after this?
chapter.
Two. Okay.
Until then, my friends, sleep well.
2 more weeks. Yeah. Okay. Beyond the alley of the dolls. Until next we sail.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we rushed through this one because it
Yeah.
was late. But still silly and fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the gameplay that really drags me out of it. I loved the noir part.
Yeah.
And that me figuring it out was not part of it. It was just that there was...
And I like the idea that each episode has like a gimmick to it, but they just lean into it way too much is the problem.
The solution to the second half was transform into something, go to the place, do the same exact thing twice with that with different transformations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate it on the novelty of, like, well, how do we do different things in point-click games rather than just always pick up everything, mash two objects together, figure out solution. They're trying something different, but yeah, it really it simplifies the gameplay element way too much.
Well, give me 5 different items.
Yeah.
And then have me go with that, because it's not really doing anything different than the combined with.
Yes.
Or the I have 6 options to look at any item.
Yeah.
It's just that by a different name.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah.
Like I said, yeah. I mean, like it's trying to do something different. It's failing, but it's trying. But at the very least, the writing is still good.
Yes,
and it gets
fun.
It's frequently, we're laughing at stupid things and.
But 100%, the noir part was the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
That was good, interesting, and it was simplified gameplay that showcased just their writing, which is their strength.
Which is the strength, yeah, 100%. But yeah, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
More vampire.
Yeah.
Starting Resident Evil 4?
Possibly.
The HD patch, and then episode 4 of Sam & Max.
Yep.
So we're going to go eat some burgers.
I'm also going to pee.
Oh yeah, Ryan's got to pee bad.
In John's mouth.
Oh yeah. So look forward to that, to my pee-soaked mouth next week.
Yep, he's going to gargle.